People may call their next witness.
People call Stacey Brodie.
Okay, Ms. Brodie, before you sit down, I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty for perjury?
Yes, I do.
You can go ahead and sit down.
Can you please state your full name and spell it for the record?
Stacey Brodie, Stacey Brodie.
Okay. Miss Brodie, how did you meet Dee Warner?
Through Clinton Chiropractic, where I was her massage therapist.
All right. And how long had you been her massage therapist up until April of 2021?
5 years,
All right. How often would Dee come see you?
once a week,
And how long did those sessions typically last?
about an hour.
What does a typical massage session look like as far as what's the procedure?
Well, it's dependent on the client.
Okay.
In Dee's case, she had a lot of neck and back pain.
Okay.
Most of the time, you do still do full body. There's
Mhm.
just special attention to those areas.
And when she would come in to get a massage, how would she prepare for that massage?
I guess I don't really know what you mean.
Okay. Is she clothed, unclothed?
Oh, yeah, she's undressed down to her underwear,
Okay.
and then she's draped with a sheet and a blanket.
Okay. And during the course of your treatment of Dee, did you form a relationship and bond with her?
Yeah.
All right. Describe Dee for me.
Dee was a tough girl. She could be really funny, no nonsense, very tenacious, strong in more ways than just physical.
How would you describe your relationship with her?
We were friends.
Did Dee bring her phone into her appointments?
Yes.
All right. Was that a typical for a client to bring their phone into a massage appointment?
No.
All right. At any one of your appointments with her, did you observe her to be under the influence of anything that it appeared to you?
Never.
While doing massages on Dee, did you have the opportunity to observe anything that concerned you?
Yes.
Okay. And when was the first time that you saw something concerning?
I would say it was probably about a year into seeing her.
Okay.
There was a large bruise about the size of an orange
Okay.
on her right hip.
Okay. Were there any other bruises similar to that you saw on Dee's body?
Yes.
All right. Approximately how many times did you see that bruising?
Throughout the 5 years,
Yes.
roughly 8 to 10.
Okay. Was there any other bruising that you observed on Dee?
Yeah, I didn't think to question her on there. I mean, obviously, like if she had something on her chin.
Okay. Did you observe any bruising on her arms?
Yes.
All right. And describe those for me.
Best described, it looked like a handprint, like she'd been grabbed.
All right. And where did you observe those bruising?
Upper right arm.
Okay, so like up here?
Yes.
When was the last time you saw Dee Warner?
The Wednesday before she went missing.
Okay. And was that for a regular appointment?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, no, that's okay. We just have to say it for the record. How did she appear to you when she came to that appointment?
Distraught.
Okay, can you describe that?
She had been crying, shaking a little. She was probably the most upset I had ever seen her.
Okay. And do you know the last thing that Dee said to you?
I do.
Okay. What was that?
Objection, hearsay.
Your Honor, this is 8033. This is Miss Warner's plan.
Can you approach?
Yes. Ms. Brodie, I'm gonna rephrase the question, okay?
Okay.
Did Ms. Warner indicate to you the last time you saw her that she had some sort of plan?
Yes.
Okay, and what was that?
That she was tired of how things were going and she wanted to see a lawyer.
Okay. Okay, I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Ms. Brodie. My name is Marissa Finsky. I just have some questions for you. You stated that Ms. Warner started out as your client for massage therapy, correct?
Yes.
And she would be seen for neck pain, headaches, upper back, and shoulder pain. Does that sound accurate?
Yes.
When Ms. Warner would come to an appointment, you said the last appointment she came in and she was crying.
Yes.
She had come into appointments previously where she had been crying as well, correct?
Yes.
This was not the first time that you had seen her crying.
Yes.
And you testified about bruising that you saw on Miss Warner. For these bruises that you claim you saw, you didn't document any of them?
No, I'm not required to.
Even though you're not required to, you still didn't document any
No.
of the bruises? And you testified under an oath at a hearing. You testified under oath at a hearing on June 20th, 2023. Is that correct? And I
Sure.
can, would you like to see the transcript to?
I believe you. I
reflect-
just am not great with
Okay.
dates.
So at that hearing under oath, you didn't mention any bruising that looked like a handprint, correct?
I don't remember if I did or not.
Would you like, looking at the transcript, would that help refresh your recollection?
Sure.
Yes.
Can you identify what page we're?
Yes, so it's going to be her full testimony. I think that starts on page 84, I believe. Is that correct?
50?
It might be. Sorry, hold on. No, I think it's actually going to be in the 100s. I just don't have 1 second. The table of contents is on the first page.
It goes from 84 to 111.
Thank you.
Oops. Do I have my phone? It's okay.
And then just read it silently to yourself, and when you're ready, look up.
Okay. Am I on 80? I'm sorry. Am I on 85 or 84?
So your testimony starts on 85. They swear
Okay.
you in on
Okay.
84.
I don't think this is my testimony.
Page 85, it says, could you please tell this honorable court your name? Stacey Brodie.
Okay.
My apologies. There's multiple.
I was like, I don't remember any of that. Okay. Okay.
Did that help refresh your recollection?
I did mention arm.
Correct, but you didn't mention anything in that hearing when you were under oath about bruising that looked like a handprint, correct?
No.
And
Or
there's
yes,
no.
Yes, no, yes.
Correct, you didn't mention it.
I mentioned bruising on the arm, but not in the shape of a handprint.
Okay, and then you didn't mention anything about it looking like the bruising was someone being grabbed, is that correct?
Not at that time.
And you also testified under oath at another hearing on May 3rd, 2024. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay, and at that hearing, you didn't mention anything about a bruise looking like a handprint, correct?
Yes. Sure.
So
I mean, I remember talking about the bruising. I remember talking about the areas of the body, but I don't, if I didn't, then.
If you don't remember, I can refresh your recollection, but does that sound accurate?
Yes.
Okay, and you also didn't mention anything about bruising reminiscent of someone being grabbed, is that correct?
Yes.
I have no further questions.
I'm gonna have to read the bottom part.
What are you showing?
Michigan State Police report, her statement from 2023.
Okay, why, did she say she can't remember it, or?
No.
Are you trying to
This
impeach
is
her?
the prior consistent statement that she made prior to testifying in any hearing.
The highlighted part?
The bottom part, can you read that and let me know when you're done?
Oh, you don't want me to read it out loud?
No, read it
Okay,
yourself
sorry.
and let me know when you're done.
Okay. Yes.
You met with the Michigan State Police in September of 2023, is that correct?
Yes.
And in there, do you describe the bruising?
Yes.
And how do you describe the bruising to the Michigan State Police?
As being grabbed or thrown?
Okay, and that was prior to testifying at any hearing in this matter, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And during the transcript that you just read, were you asked specifically to describe those bruises on the arms?
Yes.
In the prelim transcript? Not in the police report? In-
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I was not.
Okay. And the last time that you observed that type of bruising on Dee was when?
November-ish, around.
Of what year?
2020.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Brodie, you were interviewed by the Michigan State Police on September 28th, 2023, correct?
Yes.
And you had testified in a previous hearing under oath on June 20th, 2023?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
no
not great
further
about dates, so yeah, if that's.
Anything further, Ms. Wise?
Oh, no, I have nothing further. She can be excused. She can be
Are we
excused.
excusing Ms. Brodie from her subpoena?
Yes.
No objection, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Brodie, you're
Okay.
free to go. And oh, I'm sorry, we have a question from
Oh.
All right, I have shared a juror question with counsel, and it's my understanding that they are in agreement that the question should not be asked under the rules of evidence. Is that accurate?
That's accurate, Your Honor.
That's correct, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now you may be excused. You are excused from your subpoena, so you are free to go or remain in the courtroom if you wish.